In constant pain, under constant stress, just need a moment away? Repeat after me. Serenity Now Massage Therapy. SerenityNowMassageAndWellness.com, with locations in Mooresville and Cornelius.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, okay, at 7:06. It's good to be here. It's good to see you. You can be listening, watching, whatever you want to do. The WSIC News app, available on the iOS and the Google Play Store. You can catch all the content. Laughing about some of it. Just only two in the studio today, though. Bill and I. That's it. Mamie's out. Not permanently, hopefully. She's orientation for her daughter.
Orientation.
College. So, believe it or not,
Big day.
yeah, life goes on. Life goes on.
Katie stayed in the dorms, from what I understand.
No way. How do you
Yes.
have this inside information? Is this
I had a conversation with Mamie.
Oh.
Yeah.
You
she's
talked
pretty
to
open,
her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, she sent me this clip. This is she sent this and said this is some of the stuff going on here in colleges these days that we need to just, be aware that, this is what's happening.
This was the idea. 41 monastically spaced grouting brushes were arranged to fade into the rotor slipstream a mixture of high S-value phenyl hydrobenzamine and 5% remonitorative tetraiodohexamine. Now, as you may remember from your high school days, both of these liquids have specific parasticities given by the formula P equals 2.5 C times 6.7 over N, where N, of course, is the diethyl evolute of retrograde temperature phase disposition, and C in that formula being Chalmondel's annular grid coefficient. This was the idea.
Stop it.
41 monastically spaced
So that's what's
grouting
going on in
brushes
schools
were
these days right there.
arranged
That's
to
what's
fade
happening.
into
No
the
lies
rotor
detected.
We just need to
A mixture of
be aware that
high
that's what's happening.
S-value
Also, what's happening, I think one of the biggest, there's potentially a huge move going on here in the market. Amazon made this announcement. I think it's Amazon made the announcement. Do what you will. It's on the internet. Interesting possible change of how shopping is done with Amazon. Amazon sellers in particular, that is a business sector, right? You can be a seller on Amazon. Amazon to launch Temu-like discount section with direct shipping from China. So now no longer utilizing basically this sector of business. And again, I might be wrong. If you know more about this than I do, let me know.
I don't.
Okay, so you can sell on Amazon. You can sell
Correct.
products if you
Yes.
want to.
Okay. I do know that.
Amazon has rules about the sellers on Amazon.
Right.
They want a marketplace that is quality, right? That is able to deliver and that it is what it represents to be in the marketing, et cetera, et cetera. So the concept of, okay, it's not like happening directly with China as far as these products that are, let's be honest, significantly coming from China. And there's a middle game, and that middle game essentially may be wiped out overnight. I don't know. I don't know the extent of the deal, but going direct to China now, it'll take longer. You're not getting 2-day prime shipping. You're getting 8-9-day shipping.
Well, now I think that's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
This is a big, like you said.
Oh, okay.
Right. You did say it was
I
a
thought you
big
were talking about
deal.
shipping 2-day. Like, hey,
No, but that is, it is a big deal. It's part of it, right?
Yeah.
Because Amazon and the 2-day shipping is what a lot of people go to it for.
And prime returns, because that's the other thing. Very easy now to pop by, drop off at Kohl's, drop off in the back section, click, click, boom, boom, you're gone. Instant discount.
I love it. I got a new mic.
Yeah, no, I just saw that.
It's a little sensitive. Sorry.
Has like a web-like cage around
Yeah.
it. So Amazon might be making a move. I don't know.
Amazon Prime Day, July 16th and 17th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Around the corner.
Around the corner.
What
Yes.
else is around the corner? 4th of July.
Yes, even closer.
It's going to be hot?
It's just going to be hot forever. Is what I'm convinced.
We're
I
realizing.
actually love it, though.
I know.
It's nice in the morning, walking out and just being like,
Yeah, you take the path in walking club. You take the path more in the direct sunlight, where I try to stay shaded. Is what I try to do.
I'm a creature of the light.
Yeah, no, that's good. President Trump, President Biden. That's tonight, by the way. It's Thursday. Tonight's the debate. You gonna watch?
I have to, right?
Well, it's
Yeah,
at 9
of course.
p.m. It starts at 9 p.m.
I'll watch.
Eastern.
I'll watch. I'm not that.
You're up that late?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, courage. Somebody's got to do it.
What time do them eyes close?
Last night, not till late. Yeah, last night was late. But I will stay up and I'll definitely tune into this.
Okay.
I think I have a baby CPR class tonight.
Oh, you do? You had a dad class last night.
I had a dad 411 class last night. I am more confident. It was nice. It was a lot of, it was like before, during, after, the whole kind of just very general stuff. A lot of affirmations, right? A lot of things I like to think I would have gone into with the same mindset. Obviously, a lot of it hasn't happened, right?
Yeah. Now, for those who missed yesterday, you can still see it on the WSIC news app on the live video stream. You and Nat had your coming out party last night or yesterday here at the station.
Sure.
Letting everybody
Thank you guys
know.
so much for that, too. That made my heart full, Natalie's heart full. Everybody who brought by gifts, it was awesome. We are just very grateful for that, honestly.
And I wish I could take credit. It's one of those scenarios where I gladly would, but I can't. My wife, Demi, and Mamie, right, they certainly
set it all up, but people also participated in it.
They did. There's a lot of love, so which is great.
I had to make a few trips last night.
That's true. I thought about a question last night though for you, and after again the coming out party yesterday. Have y'all considered a dolphin-assisted water birth? I just want to make sure you've considered all the options with the date upcoming.
I actually not a dolphin-assisted.
Okay, well that
sounds lovely.
It is an option. It is an option to do.
Are you gonna watch the debate tonight?
I don't know if I'm gonna be awake. I'm gonna be honest with you. I might watch it at 3:30 or 4 a.m.
Right.
I probably won't be. I won't be live watching it probably. Just to be honest.
All right. So I'll hold off on texting.
I mean, you can. It doesn't matter to me. Look,
you're asleep.
Either way, the only way that it's not what everyone expects it to be is if. I think Trump just has to be as poised as possible, and even if he's poised, is it fake, right? Like, is he fake holding back, or is he really trying to go scorched earth on everything, right? Like, I get it, he's mad. There's ample evidence in 50 different ways to cut that something shady went down, right? Like, there's no denying it at this point in some way, shape, or form. What it actually means for the American people and what we can actually do in all this whole big scheme of what everything is, I don't know. President Biden, on the other hand, I want to know if he's really zonked out of his mind. Who's really pulling the strings here? Because he's not making decisions. Somebody else who wasn't elected is making decisions. I don't like it. It doesn't feel good. So I just want transparency, I guess.
How much do you think? I really hope it doesn't go to things of the past. Okay. Like you said, there are like a ton of reasons to talk about that. I hope it's about what's about to happen these next 4 years.
The world is on blast right now in many different ways. There's a lot going on throughout the entire world. And we all see it. That's the other thing is like, I don't think people are as dumb as, is it the media? I mean, we're media. So are we trying to make, I mean, I feel dumb sometimes, but I say dumb things sometimes.
Right.
I mean, just full disclosure, if you take anything we say seriously around here, like, my gosh, get a hobby. But at the same time, we love delivering real stuff around here. And that's really where the local hosts come into the play. You know, you can catch all of the local content that we have live on the radio here, also live video stream. And you can catch it on demand anytime on the WSIC News app. If you download it, iOS, Google Play, you can take care of that. Chipotle, they got some things going on in the market. Something maybe we'll talk to Joshua Dobie about, Dollars and Cents host. His show today, 4 to 5 p.m. He's gonna be live in studio.
Yes,
that man's a man about the world too. But I'm glad he'll be coming in.
Down.
So
yeah.
Word of the day. Bill gives us a word. We guess the definition. Gonna get a look at the streets. Jeff, he's on duty today.
Oh yeah, High Country Happenings.
Oh my goodness, Katie Joe. Oh, Apple Farm. Oh my gosh.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, Wednesday was our hottest day of the year so far around the Lake Norman area. Thankfully, we're going to cool things off for the next couple of days, just a tad bit. With some extra clouds today, high temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90, and could even rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Won't be really beneficial rain, but it'll cool you off and water your garden. If you get one, consider yourself lucky. Mainly dry, upper 80s near 90 for Friday, but the heat and humidity soar back as we get into the upcoming weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps. like Serenity Now Massage Therapy.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live. Get your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night. The Carolinas' premier Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees covers many well-known songs and a few obscure ones. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. Bring your chairs to Langtree on Thursday, June 27th for Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees. Birkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The ultimate 90s experience from Gump Fiction begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Birkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Gump Fiction show on Friday night. Downtown Statesville welcomes live music this weekend. On Friday, Wine Maestro showcases a performance by Danny Wicker at 7 p.m., while Delaney's Sports Bar presents Bryce Reese at 8 p.m. Visit Downtown Statesville Friday night for live music at Wine Maestro and Delaney's Sports Bar. The Kane Center for the Arts, Week 4 of summer camps begins Monday, July 8th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 15 include ceramics, drawing, art, food, painting, and more. The fall performance season begins Saturday, September 7th with a show by comedian Tom Cotter. For more information on the just announced fall performance schedule and summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series revs up summertime at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series nights 5 and 6 are on Monday, July 1st and Tuesday, July 2nd. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy little Friday to you. If you're just getting in the car, let's take a look and see what's going on outside these four walls. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning to you, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. There's no accidents to report, but traffic is heavy from Langtree south on 77 down into the Huntersville area. So just be aware there's some slowdowns in that area. As far as northbound, things were flowing. Secondary roads in Statesville, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues this morning. But if you are traveling towards Charlotte or from Mooresville down to the Huntersville area, just be aware there'll be some slowdowns.
Okay, Jeff, we appreciate that. A question for you: Do you shop Amazon? Do you and your missus? Are y'all Amazon? And I'm sorry if I'm putting too personal out there on you.
No, I do shop some.
Okay.
I think my son and daughter, and son-in-law, I think they do more than I do. But there's a convenience to it. But on some things, I'd rather be at a store and see it and check it out myself.
I like it. Strong wisdom. That way you know what you're getting too, right? If you actually can see it and touch it, that's not a bad thing. So, all right, Jeff, we appreciate you. We'll talk to you at 8:15.
All right. Have a great morning.
You too, sir. RideICats.com. Today's Thursday. They're going to Winston-Salem today. So if you need to go to Winston-Salem, $1 get picked up at your front door. Go to Winston. Also only $1 to go around town.
Winston on Wednesdays.
Thursdays.
It's Thursdays.
Yeah.
Winston on Big Wednesdays.
There we go. Yeah, put it together. I like that.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, a bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this beautiful Thursday morning, Thursday the 27th.
Sun is shining.
Today's word of the day is, let me turn this down just a little bit. Mean.
Is that okay? Because I almost like kind of looking at them like the way those letters go together.
Correct. I got a tricky one for you.
Okay, mean.
Because I know you've heard the word mean. For those listening alongside of us, mean It is a noun, and it's spelled M-I-E-N.
Not to be mistaken with M-E-A-N.
Correct.
Which has multiple meanings in and of itself.
Correct.
M-I-E-N, a noun, person, place, or thing, or an idea?
Yes, you are on it.
Okay.
All right, you're sharp today. Mamie's cheerful meme on Good Morning LKN instantly put listeners at ease, making the show a delightful way to start the day. Mean.
Presence.
Presence is close. I'm not going to give it to you.
I know. I figured, hey, if I got it on first shot, that would be impressive.
His kind mean made him approachable.
Presentation?
I do have to give you that one. I got to give you that one.
Okay.
We can go full horns.
Oh, full horns.
That's it. My man.
That hits different.
Mean, how someone looks or acts.
Oh, look. Okay. How someone looks or...
You know what I mean?
Oh, do you?
Do you?
Okay. So
you know what I mean?
Person, place, or thing, or idea.
Don't get hung up on noun.
Okay.
Now you're getting hung up on the definition.
All right. Bring me back. How someone look. All right. Mean. All right. That's word of the day. Bill gives us a word. We guess the definition. We improve our life each day by gaining a little bit of knowledge. And
so when someone says you're mean, you might think that they're saying that you're being mean.
Cup half empty, cup half full.
Right. In actuality, they might just be talking about.
Might be a compliment.
How you look.
Wow. Your meanness today?
You are being pretty mean.
Is that what's happening right now? Is Chipotle being mean with their stock split? Are they being mean with that?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Look, again, this is the internet. 50-1 stock split? Did that happen? Or is this...
Says here it has completed it. Yeah.
This is Unusual Whales on Twitter. I don't know if you know them or not in that game. I mean, I guess a simple Google could have taken care of this subsequent too, but there was another headline that approached me, and so I just didn't. That's everyone else's job. That's decide what you want to do with it. Yeah, so I don't know. Chipotle, is this down bad Danny status? Do you do a split in a positive sense? I guess some people have, right? Like Facebook's done a split.
Oh, yeah.
There is positive. Like so much demand, you want to bring the price down to help more people
Correct.
get it.
It's a way to reward long-term.
Are people demanding Chipotle right now? Are the doors beaten down?
I actually saw something on the internet that there's like a new type of guy.
A trend going on there, like filming you, like while you put your bowl.
No, not necessarily that.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
But there is a new kind of like type of guy, like you
a new
your
guy,
sports guys. This is on. I cannot remember if it's Today Show or Good Morning America or I forget where I saw this, but they were talking about the Chipotle guy, and a Chipotle guy is somebody who eats at Chipotle 5 to 6 times a week, and usually about between the age of 18 and 28 years old.
Significant consumption.
Right.
Is that just like a meathead? Is that?
They are. That is another bullet that they had. I'll have to find the bullet point because it said closely related to meathead guy or like gym guy and frat guy and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Chipotle getting their own category.
Yeah, Chipotle guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's possible. Does Chipotle guy carry around Starlink Mini in his backpack?
I doubt it.
Do you internet basically for us is cell phones, right? Like, I mean, that's pretty much it. But are there times where you wish you had more than your phone ever? I mean, do you need a laptop and everything like that on the road? Ever? Possibly. I mean, if you're doing, deeper levels of work, sure. Starlink Mini. Half the standard terminal price and available later this year. So there's some videos out there. I don't have a video. I just wanted at least the tweet from Elon, just making sure that the what else was going on this post was real. Because Elon does actually play on there too, which is interesting. But Starlink Mini, you can put it in your backpack, have 25, 50 megabytes per second on the road. Does that interest you at all? Is there any source of your life that says I just don't think
I don't think I understand megabytes?
Okay.
And that stuff. Yeah, how many megabytes I got on me right now?
That's a fantastic question.
I feel like I have a lot. There's a lot of screens here.
There's bytes.
Certainly some megabytes here.
Jumping through there. No, that's a fair. Yeah, I mean, as far as the speed of the internet is
that what it's about? Speed?
Yeah, megabytes is
Okay,
download, upload speed. Yeah, for sure. So that's what's determining how fast you're. Because AT&T, right at your ass, you're like 1 gig, 2 gig Charter, 2 gig Spectrum, or it's not Charter anymore. It's Spectrum now.
Yes.
Okay, used to be Charter. Was it Charter Arena instead of Spectrum Center? No.
It was
Comcast?
It was Time Warner.
Time Warner. Okay.
Time Warner.
I'm getting,
Spectrum.
you know what I mean? Yeah. There is a Spectrum.
Yeah.
All right. So Starlink Mini, maybe in your backpack, maybe not. Are you going to use it?
Starlink Mini. That is a great solution to a problem I do not have, but yeah.
Some people do, though,
right.
I would imagine.
Correct.
If he's making them in mass, I assume somebody's got this problem out there. So let us know what you think. A level of microplastics. We've talked about their previous placement, where they are. I'm not going to go back down that. But I did see this as well. Food. I love, talking about food, but this is a way where you got that old cutting board still in your, you have that cutting board that's real old.
Oh, yeah.
That's been cut.
Right.
It might not be good to use.
Yeah.
They're talking about.
I can imagine.
I didn't even think about it. You are kind of chopping up the plastics, right, as you're cutting.
The micro pieces.
Right. Now we're wondering why they ended up where they ended up. So that'll be good. Graystone Lodge. We're going to chat with Katie Joe. This is going to happen at about 8:30. She's going to be at an apple farm, the Apple Hill Farm with Jane Lee Rankin. It's going to be an exciting conversation. It's beautiful up there in the high country. I don't know if you travel up to the mountains at all ever, but my gosh, the trees, the air is just so pure up there. It's a wonderful geographic, I don't even know how to describe it, territory, concept, whatever. Something we have in our state that's just amazing to go visit and be able to do in such a short drive. And so if you're looking at going to the high country, Graystone Lodge in Boone on Highway 105. They're in the WSIC app under the local deals. They're one of the wonderful businesses listed there. 15% discount off your stay. And I've stayed there. They got an indoor pool. That's pretty wild. When's the last time you've been to a hotel with an indoor pool? Live some fun childhood memories. Bring the whole family. It's a great time. Free breakfast as well. Oh, you're hitting them with the jingle right now.
Country nights and the fire's burning warm. Graystone Lodge welcomes all who come round the door.
Why say it when we can sing it?
Dude, you produced another banger?
Gosh. They know what you need. In Boone, you'll find peace. Let your worries recede. If I were a poet.
Yeah, Graystone Lodge. This is, I can see her listening, but we're not a music. I just don't even, I can't even get lost in that right now. You just made me forget I'm on the radio.
Yeah, that's it.
You in the market for a deorbit vehicle?
Say that one more time.
Are you in the market for a deorbit vehicle?
A deorbit.
Deorbit vehicle.
Deorbit.
Deorbit vehicle.
Deorbit vehicle.
Yeah. Are you in the market?
No.
Oh, okay. NASA was. NASA was in it, and they're going to give it to SpaceX. SpaceX has been selected to develop and deliver the U.S. deorbit vehicle and prepare for a safe and responsible deorbit of the International Space Station after the end of its operational life in 2030. By the way, also part of this memo, the International Space Station end of life is 2030. Didn't know that. Wasn't aware that it needed to be deorbited.
Aren't there 2 astronauts still
stuck
up there? Not stuck.
Not stuck. They're not stuck because there's 40...
I think it's 42 more days right now. Yeah.
Don't know.
Right.
Don't know what's going on there. Also, again, International Space Station has to be deorbited. Does that mean it's coming all the way back down?
I'm really not sure. This is the first time I've heard deorbit.
How much have we spent on this thing?
That is a very good question. What do you think it starts with?
Oh, what's after T? What's after trillions? How deep does the number system really go, though, if you think about it? Like, we make, quadrillions, you know what I mean? Like, where's that at in the spectrum?
Right.
Is that horse money?
Space
station money.
Space
money.
Station
Okay,
money.
all right. Space station money, new category. There you go. Yeah, we got plenty more on this sheet. There's too much.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, Wednesday was our hottest day of the year so far around the Lake Norman area. Thankfully, we're going to cool things off for the next couple of days, just a tad bit. With some extra clouds today, high temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90, and could even rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm. Won't be really beneficial rain, but it'll cool you off when you water your garden. If you get one, consider yourself lucky. Mainly dry, upper 80s near 90 for Friday, but the heat and humidity soar back as we get into the upcoming weekend. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
The school year may have ended, but WSIC's Teacher of the Month contest is still in session. Head to WSICnews.com to vote for your favorite teacher. Winners receive prizes from Nina's Boutique and Brighter Smiles.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957. NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you got to service that car.
Would you like to change your health situation? Improve your current health with a wellness consultation with me, Fred Lowry, pharmacist and doctor of natural medicine. I'll work with you to reach your individual goals. This includes a review of your current medications, supplements, diet, and lifestyle choices. This is a progressive way to improve your current health position for your future. Great for individuals or couples wanting to make improvement. Call me at Lowry Drug in Statesville, 704-873-2247.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Retailers have been dealing with the rapid rise of discount upstarts such as Temu. Now Amazon is planning to launch an online storefront for low-price clothing and home goods that are shipped directly from Chinese merchants to U.S. customers. Shares of Levi Strauss moving lower in pre-market trading. Quarterly sales fell short of analyst expectations. Wall Street seems to have been expecting more given the current popularity of denim. Verizon users abroad are reporting problems connecting to the network. The problem started last night, and users have taken to social media to complain. The carrier says it's an issue that engineers are working to address. Stocks are heading for a lower open this morning. Dow futures are down 60 points. Memory chip maker Micron Technology's disappointing sales forecast is weighing on the tech giants. Micron is one of the companies that have gotten a lift from all the mania surrounding artificial intelligence stocks. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy little Friday to you. Something's going on in Bolivia. I don't know. It was like a coup that was going to happen, and then like the coup failed, and then the guy that is sending people back to their bases. I don't know. Something crazy was going down in Bolivia, but I guess the president of Bolivia, Luis, and I can't even say his name right here, Arce. How would you pronounce his name, Bill? What do you think?
Arce
has just stated during a press conference that the leader of the coup d'etat in the capital coup d'etat in the capital of La Paz, General Juan Jose, give that one a shot.
Nah, I'm not giving this one a shot.
Has been arrested by his own troops after they realized he was conducting a coup against the government. With all remaining troops currently returning to their bases, it appears the coup in Bolivia is already over. I don't know what's going on down there, but it's something that something happened. So just heads up on that. If you hear anything, I don't know what the trickle-down effect is for us. But things aren't good in Bolivia. But also related to Bolivia that I found out, which is interesting, is that Bolivia accounts for 24% of the world's lithium reserves. So it's like, which is in batteries, right? Like lithium. You heard of lithium batteries?
Correct.
That's 24% of the world is in Bolivia.
Right.
They just had a failed coup d'etat last night. And allegedly, now again, I don't want the storm, the castle to get stormed here or anything like that, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Supposedly the CIA was involved in something. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm just letting you know these are the pieces that are showing up in front of me. 24% of lithium seems like a lot of the world, by the way. That's
yeah,
one
it's a quarter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1 out of 4.
Yeah, and it's only one spot, and the world's pretty big.
Out of how many batteries in here, 1 out of 4 are probably from Bolivia.
Right.
Or in some way tied to Bolivia.
I like that.
So
I can take something away from that.
Yeah, okay. What about McDonald's? McDonald's is taking away some things right now based on testing plant-based meat. Well, it's not really meat, right? It's just plant burgers. They tested
plant-based burgers.
Plant-based burgers. They tested in a couple, didn't do too hot on the mass scale side. So it's not there yet. The plant-based just isn't there yet. That's what the numbers are showing.
That makes sense.
It doesn't mean you can't enjoy it. If you like it, you like it. You know what? I used to eat black bean burgers all the time. I used to eat some black bean burgers.
Hey, that ain't bad.
That's some protein for you right there. It's about the protein. That's what it is.
Nutrients.
Yes.
Good, clean food.
That's right.
McDonald's.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. And there ain't nothing wrong with a good, clean cow.
Absolutely. I prefer it.
They're a little dirty, but they clean. You know what I mean? So it's good. So McDonald's are testing that, and it's not working out. Trump says a couple weeks ago that if you are in the service industry, right, hospitality, right, if you're a waiter, you get tips, right, tips in general, not being taxed. That's something he's thrown out. But I don't know here because now there's a counter here to this thing. Technology's coming a long way. I'm starting to wonder, by chance, are bartenders a thing of the past because you got stuff like this going on? And there's not really anybody telling you what this is for our radio fan, but this is a robot in Las Vegas that is mixing drinks, pouring drinks, and then the drinks slide across the bar.
Yeah, it's just a one arm.
It's one robotic arm that is handling this for us. So maybe
no tips. No tax on tips.
Yeah, no tax on tips.
Just no tips. No more tips.
You don't have to tip the robot. So just
you think the robot still asks?
Is there like
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Next time he remembers your profile,
when you pay that bill,
yeah,
it's still gonna ask for a little tip.
Yeah, you were with a party of 4 that includes automatic.
I went ahead and automatically docked you there.
Yeah. So that's a possibility if you're out there. You got to be careful. Which uniform you like in here for Charlotte Knights? So Charlotte Knights got bought. We talked about it yesterday. New ownership coming in, so they're releasing some of the new gear. Talking about trying to keep the hype going on. Jerseys are a thing, right? Jerseys are a big thing. Do you got a preference on jerseys as far as like pinstripe versus solid color?
I love a pinstripe jersey.
Just classic pinstripe?
Yeah. Yes.
That's baseball, right? Is that original baseball would be like?
I would say so, yeah. It's kind of the only clothing. The Hornets used to have a bit of a pinstripe back in the day, which I liked as well. Very tasteful. Let's see. I like it in soccer uniforms. I don't think I've ever seen it in a football jersey, though. So
never.
Yeah. I'd say baseball.
There's been stripes though, like the Browns, the Steelers. Sometimes they're old school ones, like they'll have, but not pinstripes.
Right.
Not pinstripes.
Not pinstripes, which is what we're looking.
That would
for
be interesting to try out in football. Actually, thinking about that.
But I think the Knights have some of the best gear. I mean, I think the Hornets, Panthers, Charlotte FC, ipso facto Knights. I think our color combos are elite.
Are they coordinating on purpose, right? Because this is kind of Hornets-esque with that tealish blue and the, you know what
it's
I
like
mean?
Between that Hornets teal and that Panther teal.
Yeah, it's kind of like connecting a bridge.
Blue. Right.
Is that what we have to do forever?
Yeah, we tie it in.
Okay.
Yeah. I like it. I like it when one kind of city that has a bunch of teams have the same colors. Like I think in Pittsburgh, for example, it's like black and yellow.
Okay.
Right, or black and gold with the Pirates and the Steelers and the Penguins.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. What else has some uniform colors? But it's cool because you go to a place like that, and Atlanta with the Hawks.
Okay.
With the red, really, Falcons and the Braves. It's just nice to see everybody in uniform.
Maybe that's part of the negotiation.
And that bright blue is nice.
Ooh.
Makes me happy.
Makes you pop.
Yeah, cyan.
Okay. Willie Nelson had another update going on. Remember, he didn't perform. It was going to be 4 days. He tweeted out again. He's not performing tonight's show in Virginia Beach. This was last night. We expect Willie to return to the tour shortly, so not sure. You okay?
Sensitive mic.
Yeah. We'll see if Willie returns to the tour or not. I don't know. I'm just keeping you apprised as he's out for another show. Just want to let you know in case you're following around traveling with him at all. Federal Reserve's putting out some information here. 31 banks in the annual stress test withstood a severe hypothetical downturn. That seems like positive news.
Yes, we're testing.
Which is good. Well, first off, we should be. That's great.
Yes.
I like to see that we're at least still testing. 31 banks in annual stress tests withstood a severe hypothetical downturn.
How many banks we got?
It's a great question. What does the Federal Reserve consider
we have 31 here in Cornelius.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know how the Federal Reserve quantifies bank, right? Like what that definition is they're going for here, at least in this tweet. I'm not sure about that. So, have you heard of the International Federation of American Football?
No.
Okay, so this is and this isn't FUTBOL. This is FOOTBALL. This is an international group. USA played Japan
in football, downset hike football.
In downset high football, and lost
to Japan
41-20.
This seems like a big deal.
This was yesterday, Commonwealth Stadium, the semifinals in the World U20 Championships Tackle Football League.
Man.
USA lost to Japan. Did you catch this one live?
No. Nope. I was in Daddy 411.
Yeah. So that happened while you were away.
That's a tough stinger, but obviously that's not any NFL players. I don't even know. I've never heard of this. But we can't be taking L's in football to Japan.
That's really what the primary headline caught me.
I will
is
agree with that.
There was an American flag and a football,
don't like that
and
headline, yeah.
and they weren't on the winning
we
side.
got doubled
of the
up.
equation.
Yeah.
So I don't
By
like
Japan.
that.
All right, I don't like that.
I don't like that. You may have heard Supreme Court's going to be issuing out some rulings. People are going to get emotional on both sides and blah 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 and all this kind of stuff. But I do want to give you an update on one of them. It had to do with censorship, First Amendment. We got time to hit this, and let's play this thing all the way through. Can the government suggest to social media companies that
you have one of the largest? This is one
to certain things are misinformation and request that the social media companies take it off the sites. That is what this Supreme Court case was about. Here's the debriefing on Fox News yesterday after the ruling.
This is one of the most fundamental issues that we are facing. I wrote about this issue, this case, in my recent book, because you have one of the largest censorship systems in our history, if not the largest. It's been called Orwellian by lower court judges. And what the court is saying is that we won't hear you on this issue because you're not the right litigants. Now, I have to admit, I've always been something of a standing dove. I believe that these standing decisions are too narrow because they do prevent the court from rendering a decision on such important constitutional questions. So this issue will have to wait for another day. But one of the things that many of us have been arguing for years is that the government is engaging in censorship by surrogate. I testified about this in Congress, that they have made a mockery of the limits of the First Amendment by doing indirectly what they're barred from doing directly. They're using academic and corporate allies to bar and cancel and blacklist critics on a variety of different subjects. So it's going to be very frustrating for the free speech community because we've been trying to see if there will be a final decision to strengthen free speech.
So that's one of the cases. There's a couple others, one of which is relating to abortion, I believe, in Idaho. So we're going to see that as well. That's going to get emotional too. But wanted to share with you at least the First Amendment one. It seemed appropriate, just to talk about it at least for even a moment, given, what we like to do almost every single day, 30 hours a week of live local content that you can catch on demand, video stream, audio, radio, whatever you want. Looking forward to hanging out with you more. How far can you jump, Bill?
We'll have more Good Morning LKN coming up on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, yesterday, our hottest day of the year around the Lake Norman area. Thankfully, we'll cool it off a little bit today, back to typically hot for this time of the year. Mix of clouds and sun will warm it to the upper 80s, near 90 this afternoon, and an isolated shower or pop-up thunderstorm isn't totally out of the question, but wouldn't hold my breath for that. Mainly dry, still upper 80s, near 90 tomorrow for our Friday. The heat and humidity soar back for the weekend with a few evening pop-up showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live. Get your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night. The Carolinas' premier Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees covers many well-known songs and a few obscure ones. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. Bring your chairs to Langtree on Thursday, June 27th for Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees. Birkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The ultimate 90s experience from Gump Fiction begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Birkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Gump Fiction show on Friday night. Downtown Statesville welcomes live music this weekend. On Friday, Wine Maestro showcases a performance by Danny Wicker at 7 p.m., while Delaney's Sports Bar presents Bryce Reese at 8 p.m. Visit downtown Statesville Friday night for live music at Wine Maestro and Delaney's Sports Bar. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 4 of summer camps begins Monday, July 8th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 15 include ceramics, drawing, art, food, painting, and more. The fall performance season begins Saturday, September 7th with a show by comedian Tom Cotter. For more information on the just announced fall performance schedule and summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series revs up summertime at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series nights 5 and 6 are on Monday, July 1st and Tuesday, July 2nd. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:47. Happy little Friday. Happy Thursday to you. If you got plans for 4th of July, well, maybe you've got a little bit of time, or maybe you don't have them yet, really, because, you know, you never know what's going to happen. You got family coming in town. You want something fun to do, something easy to do. Downtown Mooresville. Stars and Stripes on Main Parade going on. We've got a good contest going on right now in partnership with Mooresville Parks and Rec. So if you go to WSIC News, Mooresville Parks and Rec, or LKN Memes Instagram right now, you can enter to win 5 VIP seating passes at the Mooresville Stars and Stripes on Main Parade. That's happening on the 4th of July at 10 a.m. in downtown Mooresville. Pretty easy to do. You go to Instagram, you like the post, tag a friend in the comments, share to your story, and you get entered to win. And it's pretty exciting, pretty cool little setup there. We're going to be broadcasting the parade live. We're going to be video live streaming as well as on the radio. We worked out that exciting partnership with Mooresville Parks and Rec, and we're looking forward to doing that and being there with him. Don Smile will be hosting, and he's going to have a great set of guests on as well, and we're excited to be there and be a part of it with Mooresville. Downtown Mooresville, again, ranked probably number 1, I think we did on our list of current downtowns. So we'll see. Good time. We'll see how the Stars and Stripes on Main Parade goes on 4th of July. Plenty of other activities to do, one of which might be preparing for the Olympics. Maybe you're doing that in your spare time right now. And I asked Bill, how far can you jump? Let's check this out.
Well, we see great performances from college athletes.
So going on right now is the trials of
we saw that in the women's
the Olympics.
Oh,
wow. And you got a long jump. Long jumps. I could never could really jump. 8.2 meters. Is that a far way? Because that's what Jeremiah Davis
Absolutely. That's incredible.
I mean, he's like soaring through the air. Again, the WSIC News app, you can watch the video live stream. It looks like he's rocking a Florida State shirt, so I assume that's where he goes. Jersey?
Yes.
I think that certainly will continue. We saw that in the women's.
So that's a big jump. 8.2 meters. How many meters is the room, you think? How many meters is the room?
Oh, I feel like he can definitely jump past the room.
But what about like standing though? Like just do they have like
a standing broad jump?
Do they do that still?
I don't think they. It's not an Olympic event. It's like I know they do it in like the scouting or the combine. For NFL.
Because Jeremiah Davis has to run like a 40 meter dash before he even makes this jump right here. Like he runs.
Yeah, all part of the technique. Those big long strides.
Track and field. Could you do track and field?
I love track and field. It's my favorite one to watch.
Like the javelin, the shot put, running, what you doing?
Ooh, I like all of them. I would probably have to say I like it when they run short distances as fast as they can.
You like the sprints?
Yes.
40-meter dash, is that like the most coveted, you think?
100 meter?
100 meter? Is that
the 200 is probably,
okay.
That's means you can.
Is
really
40 only relevant in the NFL Combine? That's the only spot where really a 40.
40-yard dash, yeah.
Okay, so that's not even the same math.
No.
Okay.
Just a little off.
Are yards more than meters?
I think meters are a little bit more than yards. Just a bit. Olympic trials going on though this week.
Say what? Oh yeah, there's a lot of them going on.
Yep, the gymnastics men's starts tonight. Have you watched any of them?
I have not watched
some of the diving and everything.
I watched some of the diving. I saw some clips. The pool was cool. The Lucas Oil Stadium and the whole setup of the pools. I saw a follow-up article. One of the pools is going about 30 minutes or 30 miles away from where Lucas Oil is staying there in Indianapolis. The other going to serve a city in the Bahamas as a community pool for the community down there that they say is going to revolutionize swimming in their city.
Wow.
Yeah, they're literally shipping it to the Bahamas. It's like the Bahamas or Bermuda, somewhere down there in the beautiful islands, and they're going to get a nice new pool, large
islands
pool
and
for
a
their
pool, and Olympic size
for their community. That's a cool repurpose for probably a community. That
Yeah,
can
I
use
never thought about that. What happens after?
Right.
Yeah.
You build this big pool in the middle of all right.
I'm glad we thought that. I'm glad people thought that through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna throw it away. That's it's better than that, no doubt. And they're gonna. I don't know what they're gonna do then with the LA pool. Are they gonna give away, a pool after the LA Olympics in 2028? Because they're gonna do that right out there. That's what they said they're gonna do. They're gonna have that be the swimming location. Got a lot of hype around swimming right now. So who knows? Is the U.S. government still investigating Coinbase? Do you know that or not?
I do not know that.
Do you remember whenever they put out the notice that they like, hey, we don't like some of this stuff going on Coinbase? They came after Coinbase too. But supposedly the U.S. government sent Coinbase 4,000 Bitcoin.
Why?
I don't know why. But the wallets are public, and that's what people are saying right now. So who knows what's going on behind the scenes? I don't know. Do you know about the Duck Duck Jeep thing?
No, are you talking about ducks in the Jeep?
Yes.
In Jeeps?
Yes.
Okay, this is interesting because I was talking about this with Natalie the other day.
Okay.
And why that is a thing. Like, why do they all have them?
Well, it was invented by, somebody came up who came up with the concept. Jeep ducking, I guess is what it's actually called. And Allison Parliament, and I apologize if I'm not saying her name. Allison Parliament is her name. She's the founder of this concept of Jeep ducking. And there's a community behind it, right? Like you see like the number of ducks. I think it's like you give one if you like the Jeep and everyone kind of gives them to each other. It's a whole community, right? If you're a Jeep owner. I don't know if it's particularly like just Wranglers or all Jeeps at this point. I had a Wrangler at one point, and there's definitely a community to Jeeps for sure.
Right, so like friendship bracelets with Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Wow, so they exchange ducks. It's not you necessarily buying I mean, I've seen some that are entire civilizations, small towns of ducks in their Jeep.
Yeah, it's as the story is told, 2020, Parliament bought a bag of rubber ducks at a discount store with the intent of scattering them around a friend's apartment. When she was leaving, she saw a Jeep and decided to gift one to the owner with a note attached that said, "Have a great day."
Wow, and it just started like that.
Yeah, and she passed away. So that's what's going on. She passed away.
That.
Yeah, no, sorry if I didn't make that clear before as far as the reason for this. But yeah, so she passed. The founder, Allison Parliament, she passed away. So the community is recognizing that right now.
Absolutely.
But that's the Duck Duck Jeep.
One random act of kindness, and look at how far it spread.
Look at that
random selfie, right?
A random selfie takes the world by storm. I did ask you earlier, and I do need to know: have you and Nat considered a dolphin-assisted water birth?
No.
I think it's something maybe that could work. It's not weird. First off, let's just be honest. Water births happen, right? Are you guys doing water birth, or are you guys doing the hospital thing?
We're gonna do the whole hospital thing.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's this go around. We're kind of
right.
We don't really know what we're doing. So
and practice.
We're gonna go around some people who have at least been around it.
Okay. All right. Well, next time maybe water birth is always the thing, but now if you add dolphins to it, supposedly it makes your baby smart. If dolphins are there when your baby is born, it makes them smart. That's what Tchaikovsky is, a guy who studied this, I guess, back in 1979. And so it's just something to consider. It's proven, tested. The science is there.
We should be exposing all of our newborns to dolphins then.
Why are we not exclusively doing water dolphin births?
Right. I like it. I mean, it seems wild, but I'm open to it, knowing that I am not the one having a baby.
Are you? Is it the water that trips you out, or the dolphin part?
The dolphin.
Okay.
Yeah, the live animal dolphin.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could be in water, like if there was a hospital and like a submarine or something like that. That wouldn't bother you.
Being in a submarine?
Sure, if you had to.
Well, if I had to, then I guess. I mean, are you talking about me having a baby?
It's possible. But I'm really wondering, because there's this new super secret submarine photo that's released out here that maybe it would be cool if does it become a destination maybe at some point where you guys can, have a baby?
No, we're going to do the baby thing on land.
Okay. Well, there really is a new top secret submarine prototype called the Manta Ray.
Ooh, this thing looks
pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
Not bad. But supposedly, if you click even the link on the tweet, you can see that I think there's other photos on here, and there's some stuff talking about that, and there's a video even. You're not supposed to know about this right now. You're not supposed to know about this submarine. This is something that we weren't. A top secret U.S. submarine prototype weapon called Manta Ray has been spotted by eagle-eyed Google Maps users. So Google Maps winning again here, giving people the freedom. Satellite photos showing the Star Wars-looking vessel docked at Port Hueneme Naval Base in California. It went viral over the weekend. This thing looks sick, though.
Yeah, that literally
I'd ride that.
Like something from a James Cameron movie or something.
You know what's got me interested? The Sea-Doo boats and like the Sea-Doo, you know what I mean? Like that levels. That's what this reminds me of right here.
Yeah.
That's like the play toy version of this.
Right.
Maybe where the idea came from.
I like it.
This is basically an airplane underwater. If you look at it on the WSIC news app, it literally looks like an airplane underwater.
I love it. Shark Destroyer.
I don't think I could handle being in a submarine. You know what I mean? Like I'm not signing up to go down to the Titanic, right? And take that tour anytime soon. I'm not interested in doing that.
I wonder how fast it goes. Like if you just open her up.
Can it have fire under there? You know what I mean? Because it's a propeller in a boat or jet propulsion.
I'm thinking a satisfying.
It's got to be jet propulsion. It's probably got both. Yeah. Probably got it both. I don't know, turrets. You think that thing pops out and you know what I mean? What was going
down to the bubble?
I'll take out Aquaman.
Right.
There was the TV. Was it a TV show? Hulk Hogan. Was it Thunder Days of? Was it the? It was some Thunder something. Thunderboat. It was like a boat that was kind of like what was the car superhero kit? But it was like the boat version. That one was pretty cool. That was basically this, like right where he went out like a.
Bruh. What are you talking about?
You don't remember the Hulk Hogan show where it's like he fights bad guys and he's got like this dope boat where he's out
Hollywood
there.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, this is real. Somebody knows this. I'm not making this up. I mean, I'm making it up, but I'm not making this. Okay, all right. I'm going from the Manta Ray back to what we can actually do. Remember when you used to have to buy out of the magazines, like on the airplane, the little mini handheld little submarines you hold?
Those were cool.
I think you can get that on Amazon. Imagine how cheap it's going to be when you get it direct from China. Now that Amazon's going to cut out, everybody.
Serving you better than ever before. WSIC, Statesville, W290DK Mooresville, W264CU Statesville.
The election is still more than 4 months away. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News, but the first Trump-Biden showdown is tonight, the CNN presidential debate.
We hope that these moderators, who both have a long history of anti-Trump statements, will put those aside to, again, focus on the issues that matter to the millions of people who will be tuning in tonight.
Trump campaign spokesperson Caroline Leavitt also just told Fox.
We hope they will ask Joe Biden why he lied to CNN's face on the debate stage in 2020 about the existence of the Hunter Biden laptop, and we hope that they will focus on inflation and immigration.
President Biden's been prepping and practicing at Camp David. Fox's Jackie Heinrich reports from the White House. Democrats
put up billboards around Atlanta welcoming former President Trump as a convicted felon, finding ways to get under Trump's skin, a key goal for Team Biden staffers, according to an NBC report.
In 2 hours, we'll get more Supreme Court rulings with cases left to decide as justices end this term. Among them, the Trump claim he should be immune from prosecution and one that got leaked.
That document, quickly removed but not before being viewed by Bloomberg News, shows the justices appearing to side with the Biden administration in a challenge to Idaho's restrictive abortion law. The case centers on whether federal law supersedes the state on performing abortions in emergency situations to protect the patient's health.
Fox's Jared Halpern. An attempted military coup fails in South America. A Bolivian general now under arrest.
Supporters of President Luis Arce gathered in the capital, La Paz. They wanted to topple our president, says one, but the Bolivian people didn't allow it. The rebellion is over, but Bolivia's political and economic problems remain unsolved.
Fox's Jonathan Savage. Houthi militants have attacked yet another ship in the Red Sea from Yemen. A U.S. coalition warship is on the way, responding to a distress call. It's believed to be the third ship targeted by the Iran-backed militants in that region this week. America's listening to Fox News.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. An important message about your timeshare from Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group.
If you receive an unsolicited phone call or mail piece to discuss selling, renting, or especially canceling your timeshare, don't fall for it. Contact your timeshare resort or Wesley Financial Group for assistance, and I'll send you our timeshare exit information kit free with the straight facts about timeshare cancellation.
Call 800-653-1188. 800-653-1188.
There's a funeral today for Jocelyn Nungary, the 12-year-old Texas girl whose body was found in a creek after she'd been strangled to death by two men in the U.S. illegally. They're now jailed, charged with murder, and could face the punishment a convicted killer got last night in Texas.
Ramiro Gonzalez admitted he'd kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and shot an 18-year-old woman to death in 2001. But Bridget Townsend's body wasn't found until October of 2002, when Gonzalez led authorities to where he dumped her remains in southwest Texas after he'd been sentenced to 2 life sentences for kidnapping and raping another woman. When the Supreme Court refused to halt the execution, Gonzalez was given a lethal injection at the state prison in Huntsville. Only minutes before he died, Gonzalez said, "I can't put into words the pain I've caused, y'all. I hope one day you will forgive me." Jack Callahan, Fox News.
On Wall Street, we've been seeing stock futures on the way down. The morning after, there was a slight gain for the Dow. They 15 points. The NASDAQ rose 87. NBA teams got new players last night.
Second year in a row, a French player was taken with the first pick in the NBA draft. It worked out well for the Spurs last season after Victor Wembanyama was unanimous selection for Rookie of the Year. Zachary Risache is not considered in the same class as Wembanyama. The second player picked in the draft, also from France, the Washington Wizards took Alex Sarr. The Rockets picked Reed Shepherd out of Kentucky with the third pick. Then the Spurs went with Stephon Castle out of UConn.
That's Fox's Jared Max. The two-time College Player of the Year, Zach Edey from Purdue, was the 9th pick of the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, the second round of the NBA draft is this afternoon, with a lot of attention on LeBron James's son, Bronny, and if the Lakers or any other team selects him. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Well, yesterday, our hottest day of the year. Hottest day of the year around the Lake Norman area. Thankfully, we'll cool it off a little bit today, back to typically hot for this time of the year. Mix of clouds and sun will warm it to the upper 80s, near 90 this afternoon, and an isolated shower or pop-up thunderstorm isn't totally out of the question, but wouldn't hold my breath for that. Mainly dry, still upper 80s, near 90 tomorrow for our Friday. The heat and humidity soar back for the weekend with a few evening pop-up showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Make your work easier with Eagle Rentals of Troutman and Statesville. Eagle Rentals has generators, heaters, fans, painting equipment, floor care equipment, pressure washers, lighting equipment, and lawn care equipment. Plus, Eagle Rentals has construction equipment like forklifts, bobcat loaders, backhoes, excavators, and more. Reserve online at eaglerentals.com. That's eaglerentals.com.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:06. Happy little Friday to you. We're going to get a look at the streets at about 8:15 with Jeff and iCats. Ride iCats.com. Alternative transportation. Also going to talk with Graystone Lodge, Gray, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina. I'm going to be talking with Jane Lee Rankin of Apple Hill Farm. She's an author, and she's a mom in pursuit of a dream to start an alpaca farm in the Appalachian Mountains. So looking forward to talking to her, hear her story. They got alpacas, llamas, goats. You know, I've been trying forever to find out a way to get chickens past my HOA, but I can't do it. Norwegian dwarf goats are an option. Let's see. We'll find out from Jane Lee Rankin. Possibilities there and what that life is like. Looking forward to that conversation again at 8:30. Presidential debate tonight. You may have heard it in the top of the hour news. There was an actual video put out by CNN. So it will be on CNN that talks about this concept of microphones. And that's what, for whatever reason, between the camps, they decided that, hey, the microphones are important, that while one person is speaking, we don't want the other person to be able to interrupt. And so CNN puts out a video that talks about this concept and showcases kind of what the candidates will be doing when they're on stage, how they're going to be aware of whether the mic, because all of the potential conspiracy theories are out there. And no, it's not that one, Bill. It's I'm putting it at the bottom here for you. Sorry, I messed it. I'm putting it at the bottom for you. Sorry, I messed up. Which one I need for you. So tonight the debate, but this is the behind the scenes as far as what the negotiations have been, right? They'll be standing at a podium. There's going to be lights that trigger. And so CNN put out this video to try to be what they say transparent for the candidates. Here you go.
If we go behind the podiums, you can see two green lights. When they're on, they signal to the candidate his microphone is on. When the green lights are off, they signal to the candidate his microphone is off. Now I want to give you a sense of what it will look like for viewers at home if a candidate whose microphone is off
or how it
interrupts a candidate whose microphone is on. So I'm standing at one podium, and I'll ask Phil to come in and take the other podium. And so let's say I'm answering a question. My light is green, and I'm speaking. Phil's microphone is off, and his green lights are not illuminated. He's going to interrupt me as I'm speaking, and this is what it will sound like. My volume remains constant, while Phil's interruption can be difficult to understand.
Let's try the opposite. My microphone is now on. Victor's microphone is off, and he's going to interrupt me. My volume remains constant, while Victor's interruption can be difficult to understand. Now, CNN's production team has shared this demonstration with the campaigns earlier today, and we're sharing it with you, our viewers, so everyone fully understands how tomorrow night will work. Now, we should note, by agreeing to participate in this debate, both campaigns and candidates have also agreed to abide by these rules. The CNN presidential debate airs live tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
There you go. So there's the rules of the debate right there. So we'll see how that goes. Second to that, though, prop bets. They got prop bets going on. Look, this is what it's all turned into, right? I don't know if you can actually make these bets on DraftKings or anything like that. Maybe particular platforms, right, that are taking it, or maybe it's just direct in Vegas. But this Las Vegas Review Journal, former President Donald Trump is a minus 150 betting favorite at Bet Online to win the presidential debate Thursday over President Joe Biden, a plus 110 underdog. Is it just sentiment, like vibes? Like, hey, vibes like this, he's a favorite. Favorite on vibes? What else are we quantifying in this? How does this work, Bill?
I'm just seeing this, but it says it's just got a bunch of prop bets on here. How many non-facts will be said by Biden? The over-under is 9.5. What you taking?
Oh, how long's the debate? I don't even know how long it is. Is it an hour? Okay, you figure you're gonna talk 4 times exponential to 2. I'd take the over on that for either candidate. Okay, all right.
All right. Let's see. Over-under for length of Biden's longest pause. 4.5 seconds. Over-under.
Oh, definitely take the over.
That's easy money. The over-under for how many gaffes or mix-ups Biden will have is 2.5.
I'll take the over.
All right. How many times will the moderator ask to stay on topic? Over-under is 7.5.
Ooh.
Stay on topic. Maybe stay away from that one. How many times will the moderator call for order? The over-under is 4.5.
I'll take the under.
All right.
There's some prop bets for you there. That's what you can really look for as far as in the expectation of the candidates for president of the United States.
I believe the debate is set for 90 minutes. There is also a prop bet. Will the debate exceed 90 minutes? Yes is a favorite of minus 200. No is the underdog.
How much time did CNN block off on the TV calendar for it? Like,
right.
If it's at 90, what if it's 90? I mean, I guess if they did 2 hours and they keep that 30-minute kind of bump, depending on how early they start. So, yeah, okay, prop bets. You can do that tonight and participate. 9 p.m. Eastern is when whenever that's going to debate. So I'll probably be sleeping, but I'll catch it in the morning. Hey, Bill, do you know anybody that suffers from submechanophobia? Submechanophobia?
No. What does that mean?
So submechanophobia is the fear of submerged human-made objects, either partially or entirely underwater.
So like this statue here in this picture?
Right. That's underwater. That people are...
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
I don't think I have that. I don't want to go that deep in the water, but I don't have that.
That's kind of what I was thinking. So, okay, being that far submerged, the diver themselves only has one little flashlight, it looks like there. If that bulb was to go out and you're that deep underwater, that's more, I think, of my concern, I think, in this equation.
Yes, that's logical. That's very understandable. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Now, that light going out. What's fear of having my flashlight go out? Because that's what I would have.
Flashlight go out or fear of the dark?
Not that I'm scared of the dark, but I'm just underwater and I need this flashlight to stay on so I know where I'm going.
Yeah, the flashlight in particular, I'd have to look that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But okay, all right. But submechanophobia, so that's a real thing. I also wanted to make sure everybody was aware. 4th of July is coming up. Obviously, the Stars and Stripes on Main Parade is happening, but also you're going to be barbecuing a little bit. Brisket, Are you a fan of brisket, Bill?
I'll eat some brisket.
You'll eat some of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always wonder, because when I go now and I like doing meats and cooking meats and all this kind of, I like cooking meats and all this stuff and smoking them. And so what you got to know though is the right piece of meat. And how do you know what to look for when you're looking at meat? So I found this video. This is particularly about brisket. Let's get a lesson on brisket for my brisket lovers.
I don't know how you select a good brisket. When you visit your local HEB, you're gonna have briskets that are cheap.
All right, here's some slabs of brisket being thrown up here on the side of the counter. It's pretty hefty. How many pounds do you think?
A lot of money, but when you spend the money on something good, is when you're going to get something good. This brisket does not bend.
Oh, you're trying to bend it in half.
This is a bad brisket.
So if it's too firm, if it won't bend in half, it's not a good brisket.
This brisket partially bends.
Partially bends.
But it's still not good.
Still not the best. You want that half.
This brisket right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Slab that sucker in half right there.
This, my friends, is going to give you a good brisket. Hope that helps.
Now, that is a strong case for TikTok.
I don't know how you select
right.
That was great.
I don't know how you find this on. I don't know how you find it on TikTok and all that. I don't know how TikTok works as far as finding this type of content because I found this TikTok video on Twitter, but it's I don't know how to do that on TikTok. But
right, I'm sure you just search.
Sure, or you just get cut off by the hard break.
Day of the year around the Lake Norman area. Thankfully, we'll cool it off a little bit today. Back to typically hot for this time of the year. Mix of clouds and sun will warm it to the upper 80s, near 90 this afternoon, and an isolated shower or pop-up thunderstorm isn't totally out of the question, but wouldn't hold my breath for that. Mainly dry, still upper 80s, near 90 tomorrow for our Friday. The heat and humidity soar back for the weekend with a few evening pop-up showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. That's your forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Listen, save, enjoy. The WSIC app. Available now in your app store.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live gets your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night. The Carolinas' premier Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees covers many well-known songs and a few obscure ones. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. Bring your chairs to Langtree on Thursday, June 27th for Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees. Burkdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The ultimate 90s experience from Gump Fiction begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Burkdale Village in Huntersville for the free Gump Fiction show on Friday night. Downtown Statesville welcomes live music this weekend. On Friday, Wine Maestro showcases a performance by Danny Wicker at 7 p.m., while Delaney's Sports Bar presents Bryce Reese at 8 p.m. Visit Downtown Statesville Friday night for live music at Wine Maestro and Delaney's Sports Bar. The Kane Center for the Arts, Week 4 of summer camps begins Monday, July 8th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 15 include ceramics, drawing, art, food, painting, and more. The fall performance season begins Saturday, September 7th with a show by comedian Tom Cotter. For more information on the just announced fall performance schedule and summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series revs up summertime at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series nights 5 and 6 are on Monday, July 1st and Tuesday, July 2nd. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
That morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, okay, and 8:18. Happy little Friday to you. 8:15, you're getting closer to 9 o'clock, which means you might be getting, close to the time you got to be at work. And if you got to be at work, you got to probably get there. And if you got to get there, you got to drive on the roads. And let's look and see how those roads are doing. RideICats.com, alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning to you, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. There's no accidents to report. As far as 77 southbound out of Statesville, things are flowing until you get to Samfur Road in Huntersville. And between Samfur and Gilead Road, heavy congestion, stop-and-go traffic there. Also, when you get into Charlotte, around the Brookshire Freeway and 77, some slowdowns in that area. 77 northbound from 485 up through Gilead Road in Huntersville. Stop-and-go traffic there. Besides that, 77 looks good. And the secondary road, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues this morning.
Jeff, how do we solve that congestion that happens from 31 at Langtree down to 485 just south of Gilead? How do we solve that bottleneck? I know people love to stare at the beautiful lake, but, I mean, besides that, what do we do to fix this thing?
I don't know. I travel the HOV lane, and it doesn't get used as much as, and so it would have been nice if they would have added a third lane for traffic from the lake down, but it is what it is. But I'm afraid that it's just going to take longer and longer because we got more people moving to the great state of North Carolina, and it's going to make us slow down even more. We're experiencing it in Mooresville. I'm really seeing just Williamson, 150, Brawley School Road. You just see more and more traffic. So it's taking a little longer to get around some of our areas due to more cars and not enough roadway.
Yeah, Jeff, we're going to talk with the dog mayor tomorrow in Mooresville. We'll see if we can solve this, and maybe he or she. I don't know if the dog mayor of Mooresville is he or she. Sorry, Mamie would know that answer. Sorry, and she's not here, Jeff. We'll see if we can get some answers about this traffic stuff for you guys, though. We'll definitely see what we can do because I agree with you.
Well, one of the things, and I don't know if you know somebody, but it's like 150 where past Sam's Club, where it's one lane each way. They are continuing to build apartments and more things in that area. It's already hard to get from Perth Road up to Williamson. And I had one of my customers tell me it took 45 minutes one day just to get from Harris Teeter up to the Walgreens there at the corner of Williamson Bluefield there. So that's rough.
I think the reports I've seen from DOT is 150 widening is coming soon. Now, as far as the extension, past, and we're talking about getting to Catawba, right? That's a different conversation. But as far as 150, if we think there's pain now, wait till them orange cones really start arriving and they start really moving dirt.
Yeah, well, hopefully there won't be. People will be patient because that's going to be a real mess when they start doing that work. But it's much needed there and in Huntersville too.
And I think I got the answer here, and it's going to take you as well, Jeff. More people riding iCats. There we go. We get more cars off the street, and then that way we work together to make this happen. So there you go. Or hamster tubes. That's the other option I've got, idea I'm floating around with. Maybe there's a way to utilize those for us to travel, but you never know.
Well, I hope that you have a great day, and people just got to be patient because some places there is it just takes longer to get to your destination, and people need to allow more time because you're not always going to get there fast.
That's right. Yes, sir. And also people need more wisdom from you, Jeff. Celebrating an anniversary coming up too, Bill told me. I think a little birdie told me here. Is that true? Going to be soon?
Yeah, July 5th. I always joked with my wife and said I'll have my Independence Day and then I'll get married. But July 5th, my wife and I will be celebrating our 38th anniversary, and my wife Araceli is just it's been a great marriage, and I'm so thankful that God gave me a beautiful and talented wife that is very supporting and loving and puts up with me.
There you go. Amen. Appreciate you, Jeff. Congratulations. Happy anniversary to you both.
All right. Well, you have a great day.
You too, sir. Yes.
Big shout out to Jeff.
Absolutely. Yeah. Happy anniversary, Jeff. I wanted to play that, but I think it now is kind of a double. Yeah. RideICats.com. There you go. Wisdom and a ride. $3 to get to Charlotte. $1 to get from your door in Iredell County to Winston-Salem today.
I think it's $1 for wisdom and the ride is free. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, absolutely. Someone else with some wisdom. China right now has a really tall basketball player. Have you seen this girl?
Yes. It's always surprising to me when these people seemingly come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And they are not nowhere. Sorry, we have time for this? Yeah.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. Sorry, that was me. That was on me. Sorry, I was just looking at the watch. Yeah, so 16-year-old, I'm going to try her name, Zhang Zui. She's 7'5", female basketball player, barely broke a sweat during her debut for Team China. Yao Ming, is she related? Is that, or no? Is no?
I don't think so. I think that would have been like top story.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yao Ming's daughter.
Yeah. Because he was the last super tall guy out of China, right?
Yes,
like in basketball.
But to be 16 and 7'5",
is there room for more?
Possibly.
I mean, when you're only 16, can you hit a growth spurt after 16?
I hope so. I'm still waiting on mine. Yeah, she does make it look easy.
Single-handedly doesn't even have to lift her feet off the ground really that much.
This could be a problem.
Yeah.
This could be a problem.
Again, Team USA losing to Japan in football. We don't need Team USA losing in basketball in the Olympics. Have we ever lost basketball, like the championship at least? Like, have we ever?
Women? No.
Okay.
Men, yes.
Okay, men, yes.
Yes.
Men are
Women,
weaker
no.
than the women.
No.
Okay.
Basketball's just bigger.
Oh.
Getting bigger.
Okay.
It's different rules, too.
I mean, a 7'5" female would dominate me in basketball. I'm not even going to try to
she's
shy
giving
away.
you buckets.
Yeah, there is
She is giving you buckets.
I am getting slaughtered out there.
Yeah. Me and her versus you and Mamie, we are giving you guys buckets.
Yeah, that would be one for the ages right there. That would be great. Have you heard of the Sprite Challenge too, by the way? I hadn't heard of this before until last night. I think it's older than the past couple days. I don't have a link for it. Have
What
you
is
heard
a
of the
Sprite? I have not.
You chug a Sprite, and I think
No.
there's different
And then
iterations of it.
And then it's just a big burp or something?
Where you're not supposed to burp. Like, can you drink a whole one and not burp?
No.
I don't think it's possible.
No.
I don't think it's possible.
I think I have seen those. I don't know what.
I was trying to
How
find
your
one
mind
last
works.
night. Yeah, so
and why we're talking about
like
it.
when it landed. Well, it landed because I was thinking about basketball, and I feel like LeBron James has been such a leader in that. And like he had such a big deal. The two brands I remember were Bubblicious and Sprite, like are two in particular that came to
LeBron's
mind.
Lightning Lemonade.
Right, right.
Love it.
Shady Shell
Delicious.
on 28. That was every stop, right? And so then Sprite, and then that's how I landed here. And I ended up seeing a Sprite challenge video last night, and I start looking for like, okay, let me find like if I search Sprite challenge now, what are all the iterations of videos? There's not really even one pleasant that like I was comfortable with on like showing on the radio, and on the video live stream purely because like you have to chug. Could you imagine chugging a whole Sprite first off with how bubbly Sprite is? That's more bubbly than most other sodas, right? Is that fair to say? Sprite is of the bubbly.
Yeah, it's
side?
like as bubble. I mean, I think it maybe feels more bubbly because it's the kind of a clear soda.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the color makes a difference of the bubble.
I would say so.
Okay, chugging it and then not burping.
Yeah,
Tough.
extremely.
Yeah. Kind of like the ice bucket challenge. Is this? But we're not doing this really for a cause.
Ice bucket, I would say, was a little easier.
Just taking a cold shot to the dome.
Right. On 97 degrees outside.
Well, what if you had to do it in winter?
You can work around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sprite challenge. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could chug a soda and then
Well,
not.
we're doing it.
I thought about we could try it. I didn't want to try it today in here because I don't feel like having to clean up a mess before.
Right,
the
I've
other
seen it go
shows.
sideways.
The Sprite challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen burps turn in.
like some like had Sprite coming out of people's noses, and you told me I got to
that's
give
a
a
burn.
disclaimer
Yeah.
if I'm going to play something like that. So, and I got something to show people that they do need to know about their house. We're not going to do that right now. Coming up after the next break, we're going to talk with Graystone Lodge. GRAY, GraystoneLodge.com. Jane Lee Rankin's going to be joining Katie Joe at Apple Hill Farm. We're going to learn about Jane's story and the Apple Hill Farm. Really looking forward to that conversation. And, oh, yeah, you got to.
Country nights.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a good time with it. And then we're going to talk about Patrick Reynolds later on, too, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, you're doing it with Patrick Reynolds. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. They're also celebrating every day with people who have birthdays and anniversaries. Spins the prize wheel every day at 10:45 and gives away prizes. So a little Boone action, and then we'll chat with Patrick. That's going to be a really good time. NCAA is changing up its banned drugs policy, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. Marijuana now will not be on the list of banned substances in the NCAA Division I. And I don't know if it's a particular sport or if it's just the NCAA Division I overall.
It says in football. I don't know how they can do this.
Well, the NCAA Division I Council voted.
Yeah, this seems... there's more to this story.
Well, it has now been I don't know, whatever you'd say, from the NCAA.
Decriminalized.
Yeah, from the NCAA, I guess. Now it's going to turn more to a conversation about mental health, if
Sure.
that would be the path, as far as
Very
that
interesting on
substance.
that.
It's a
And
big
just
change.
football?
That's a big change. It's not a light one by any stretch. Graystone Lodge up next. GRAY, GraystoneLodge.com. Beautiful boutique hotel located in Boone, North Carolina on Highway 105. A lot of great local partners, a lot of great deals and discounts in the area, and just a beautiful place to be. We're going to chat with Katie Joe next. Also, Jane Lee Rankin of Apple Hill Farm. You can watch the video live stream of all the local content, the WSIC News app, available on the iOS and Google Play Store. Coming back.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Well, yesterday, our hottest day of the year around the Lake Norman area.
Hey, Katie, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can,
Good
yeah.
morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. I love this energy. All right, cool deal. We're on break right now, obviously, so we got just a couple minutes here until we return, all right?
Okay, cool.
All right, cool deal. You guys sit tight.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you guys.
Forecast from the WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Parents can find a quality classical Christian education at Headwaters Academy. For more information, the phone number is 704-876-1520.
Hello, everyone. This is Joshua Doby, president of North Main Financial Group. At North Main Financial Group, we move to where you need us. Investment management, insurance planning, and estate strategies. No two people are the same, so we customize our planning based upon your needs. Reach out to us at northmainfinancial.com. That's northmainfinancial.com.
If you're ready for a rewarding career, the team at Horn Heating and Air Conditioning is hiring. Great pay, great benefits, and a great team atmosphere. Experience the feeling of HornHVAC.com.
Hey folks, you know Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville is known for the prices and selection, but I tell you what, you may not have known the distinction that this store received with Ford and Lincoln this year. We received the President's Award for 2023 for Ford for the 5th year in a row. We also received it for Lincoln for the first year, and I tell you, those awards don't come easily. It all boils down to taking care of the customers and having the vehicles you want in stock for you to buy.
The Statesville Family YMCA reminds you that older adults and those with chronic health conditions don't need to feel they must accept impaired balance and limited mobility. Build strength, improve balance, and gain confidence in your mobility through the Moving for Better Balance program. For questions and additional information, email C. Mullins at ymcanwnc.org.
The NASCAR Cup Series heads to the Nashville Superspeedway for the Ally 400. Coverage of the race beginning at 2:30, right here on your home for NASCAR, WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Many Americans are struggling to keep up with the cost of living. Primerica's latest survey shows that 2/3 of middle-income families feel like they're falling behind. The survey also showed that 80% of U.S. households reported cooking more of their meals at home. McDonald's customers don't go to its restaurants looking for salads, and they don't want plant-based burgers. That's the message from the chain's U.S. chief during the Wall Street Journal's Global Food Forum in Chicago. He said the company's previous U.S. test of plant-based meat in Dallas and San Francisco did not work out. And he says McDonald's is putting more emphasis instead on chicken. Stocks edged higher yesterday with the S&P 500 adding almost 0.2%. The Nasdaq rose about 0.5%. Again, the best of the three major averages. The Dow added just 16 points. That was less than 0.1%, and the futures are slipping this morning. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Country happenings in Boone's embrace. Graystone Lodge with its gentle grace. Concierge level service so fine in the heart of mountains where trees align.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy Thursday to you. Joined now by Katie Joe and special guest Jane Lee Rankin of Apple Hill Farm in Boone, North Carolina. And Banner Elk area, Banner Elk, North Carolina, just adjacent. I apologize about that. Just adjacent. Good morning to you, ladies. How you doing?
We are great.
All right, so I hear that you've got a really cool story, Jane. If you wouldn't mind sharing it. Katie, introduce Jane. Let us know what's going on, and would love to hear Jane's story.
Absolutely. So this is Jane Lee Rakin. She's with Apple Hill Farms. It's one of our partners as well at the Graystone Lodge. We sell her book in our market. It's actually about a 5-minute drive from my house up here. Y'all know I'm from here, so it's a great place to come up here in the Matney area near Banner Elk, and she can tell you a little bit more about her story.
All right. So I moved here in 2001 from Louisville, Kentucky, with the dream of starting an alpaca farm, and bought a 40-acre piece of land and started an alpaca farm. So the backstory of it is that I was also a solo mom, and I came with a 2-year-old in tow. So it's been a family adventure. He's now 24, so we've traversed a lot, but we are now an alpaca, llama, Angora goat, lots of other animals farm. And we are open for agritourism. So we give tours of our farm 7 days a week right now. And so people can come and visit the farm and interact with an alpaca.
All right, Jane. So you alpaca. Give me the rundown of, let's say, compare me alpaca to cotton to all the other types of materials that I can get. What am I thinking when I'm thinking alpaca?
So you are thinking alpaca fiber is hollow core, so it's warm without being in the winter, cool in the summer, so it's insulating, wicks moisture away. The best fiber you'll put next to your skin. Amazing, absolutely amazing. One of our biggest products is socks. Hold on, I've got some right here. Socks. These socks right here are Apple Hill Farm socks, and they are totally amazing. And they wick the moisture away. They're really comfortable. They're also thick. They're made in North Carolina. Yay! So anyway, that's one of our biggest products that we sell is alpaca socks. And alpaca yarn and all sorts of other stuff.
Can I ask you a question, Jane, without you getting offended? Yes. Do you name the alpaca? Is that a thing? Absolutely. Like, are they all friends? Like, how does that work?
Absolutely. Every animal on our farm is named, except for the chickens.
Uh-oh.
Actually,
the roosters get named, but the chickens,
This has actually the name of the alpacas that it came from on this yarn.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. And can you tell me how many alpaca do you have, Jane? I'm sorry.
We have 20 right now.
20. Is that a lot? Is that a lot to manage?
It's mid-level. Some people have less, people have more. I
Sure.
mean, we're a mid-level farm,
Okay.
medium-sized farm.
And then the goats. So I've been trying to, for a while, find a way to allow chickens. I'm still working on it. It's a thing. But Norwegian dwarf goats are allowed in HOAs. What's it like owning goats in general, too? Are they frisky? Are they okay?
We're raising Angora goats who are unusually friendly goats. So they're very easy to raise. They don't challenge fencing like some other goats do. And we shear them twice a year for their fiber, and they produce mohair, like the old mohair coats. You're too young to know about that. But there used to be a coat called a mohair coat back in the day, and it comes from Angora goats.
All right, Apple Hill Farm. This is one of the many wonderful places you can visit when going to the high country. Katie Jo, update us. What's going on with Graystone Lodge? GRAY, GraystoneLodge.com. One of the wonderful partners you guys have in the community. What else is happening there?
It's going to be great. We're actually inside right now at the farm store because it is raining outside. But what us locals know is if it's raining right now, that means that this weekend's going to be great for tubing when the river is up a little bit. So you can go to Wahoo's this weekend and then go over to Sky Valley and do some zip lining. We've got our regular attractions happening this weekend. We've got our farmers market, Horn in the West, and things like that. This weekend also kicks off Appalachian Summer Festival with Natalie Merchant. It is sold out, but you can check out their website for their upcoming concerts as well.
4th of July is next week, Katie Jo. Are there a lot of fireworks things going on in the high country for 4th of July?
There are, absolutely. So on Thursday, we've got the Boone 4th of July Parade and the Banner Elk 4th of July Parade. And then we're going to have fireworks at both Sugar Mountain and in Boone. And then on Saturday, Beach Mountain's going to do their fireworks, and then Blowing Rock will have their parade. So it's you kind of just have to come up to the high country for the whole weekend and just experience it, and come to Apple Hill and take a tour with Lee here.
And so people can take a tour there? Is that what people can do at Apple Hill Farm?
Yes, we offer tours 7 days a week. It's a 45-minute to hour-long tour walking around the farm with a guide. So you learn about the animals. You learn their names. For people who want to know that they have names, you learn their names, some of their stories, how they got to be with us, because some of our animals are actually rescues. So you get to meet the animals, learn the story, and get your questions answered. It's very educational. It's very engaging, fun for all ages, like 1 to 100. Everybody loves it.
Now, and you have a book out, so you're an author as well. Give us the rundown on the book.
So I have written a book, which is a memoir of starting the farm. It's called Farm Family, and this is Aspen. He's one of our alpacas, and he is on the tour, and he is very excited that he's the cover boy. Very excited. And so the book is the story of starting the farm, of moving here with a 2-year-old and starting the farm, and some of the trials and tribulations that we went through. It was not easy street, right? Starting a farm is not easy street. So it's an engaging read. It's done really well. We're very excited about it. We have signed copies in the store. You can also get it on Amazon and all those other places, but we do have signed copies in the store.
Do you recall the moment when you said, I'm okay with hanging out with a bunch of animals outside and cleaning a bathroom? Like, what was that moment that you said, I'm okay, and this is I know this is what I'm supposed to do?
I actually met an alpaca at a state fair, and everything stopped. Time stopped, everything stopped, and I decided that's what I wanted to do. And from that moment on, it became this sort of secret goal in the beginning and then more verbal at the end. And everybody thought I was nuts. And it was funny. I was living in Louisville, Kentucky, and I said, I want a mountaintop alpaca farm. And everybody said, they don't have mountaintop farms, Lee. You're crazy. Well, we're on the top of a mountain with alpacas in the beautiful mountains of North Carolina.
Can I also, I have another, I hope it's not an offensive question. Alpacas and llamas, what's the difference? How can I tell as a normie? I don't know the difference.
So when you're in a field with alpacas, I'm just going to demonstrate it, around alpacas or llamas. One way you can tell is the size. Llamas are a lot bigger than alpacas. The other thing is alpacas have more of like peace sign ears, and llamas have banana-shaped ears, right? See the banana shape?
Oh, yeah. It's the ears. Okay.
So that's an easy way to tell. If you cannot see them with perspective, that's the way to tell. Are their ears banana-shaped? And if they're back, look out. They might gonna spit.
Oh, no. and the llamas are the banana, or they're the peace sign? I'm sorry.
Llamas are the bananas.
Llamas are the bananas.
Alpacas are peas.
Okay.
So see, this is an alpaca. I can't remember if you can see his ears.
Oh, yeah.
They're kind of
that
way. This is a llama, and the ears are more,
Okay, so llamas have the banana ears, alpacas have the peace sign ears. It sounds like a fun place to go and hang out. What about?
I would love to have you all come hang out.
What about local eats as well around there? What are you guys liking as far as the eatery scene? Because people, as part of the full experience, they got to eat in Boone in the high country as well. What's going on?
About Boone?
Yeah, so absolutely. We've got a couple local partnerships at the Graystone. We've got Coyote Kitchen. We have Lost Province downtown. We've just got a bunch of awesome local restaurants that source locally as well. If you're up here visiting Apple Hill, you can also check out Banner Elk for some local restaurants too. It's kind of just wherever you go, you're always going to find somewhere to eat that's great, and stay at the Graystone Lodge and then come take a farm tour.
The stay at the Graystone Lodge is phenomenal. I've done it. I brought the family up there, the indoor pool, the fresh, delicious breakfast each morning as well. Wonderful, convenient location to do any of the fun activities there around the high country, and a standing 15% discount for people if you use the WSIC News app and book your stay at the Graystone Lodge. Next week, 4th of July. Katie, how's the room availability looking? Are there any rooms even left at this point for next week?
They're going fast. You might want to start thinking about booking for, like I said, we've got events happening all weekend. So you come up on the 4th, stay till Sunday. There's always going to be something happening.
All right, Katie Joe with Graystone Lodge, GRAY, Graystonelodge.com. Jane Lee Rankin, author, also owner of Apple Hill Farm, where we play with alpacas and llamas and wonderful clothing that is probably the best you can have, whether it's hot or cold outside. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all take care.
You too.
All right, we're going to get a chat with Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, you're doing it with Patrick Reynolds on the Home Ad Show, 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. And that prize wheel getting spun at 10:45 each day. And you know you want to win some of the prizes. Shout out to Jody, Daylight Donuts.
High country nights, and the fire's burning warm. Graystone Lodge welcomes all who come round the door. Concierge service, they know what you need. In Boone, you'll find peace, let your worries recede. If I were a poet, I'd pen you a verse. In these mountains so grand, life's troubles disperse.
Guest from the WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Langtree Live gets your weekend off to an early start on Thursday night. The Carolinas' premier Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees covers many well-known songs and a few obscure ones. Event time is 6:30 p.m. with the concert beginning at 7. Bring your chairs to Langtree on Thursday, June 27th for Beatles tribute band Tangerine Trees. Brookdale's Live Under the Oaks concert series continues on Friday. The ultimate 90s experience from Gump Fiction begins at 6 p.m. Kick back and relax on the green in front of the stage at Brookdale Village in Huntersville for the free Gump Fiction show on Friday night. Downtown Statesville welcomes live music this weekend. On Friday, Wine Maestro showcases a performance by Danny Wicker at 7 p.m., while Delaney's Sports Bar presents Bryce Reese at 8 p.m. Visit Downtown Statesville Friday night for live music at Wine Maestro and Delaney's Sports Bar. The Kane Center for the Arts Week 4 of summer camps begins Monday, July 8th. Morning and afternoon camps for ages 5 to 15 include ceramics, drawing, art, food, painting, and more. The fall performance season begins Saturday, September 7th with a show by comedian Tom Cotter. For more information on the just announced fall performance schedule and summer camp programs, visit canearts.org. That's CAIN arts.org. The Cookout Summer Shootout Series revs up summertime at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 10-race series nights 5 and 6 are on Monday, July 1st and Tuesday, July 2nd. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for tickets, details, and information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, OKN. 8:48. Happy little Friday to you. Mames is out today, by the way, if you didn't notice. She'll be back tomorrow. Congrats to Katie on orientation at school. Got a call from Jeff, 77 southbound. Accident at exit 41. So if you're heading south, you're north of exit 41. Well, there's an accident. It's backed up all the way to exit 45. That's Troutman area. So if you're in Statesville about to head south, you're going to want to find alternative transportation. Let your peeps know if you know somebody else about to head south on 77. It's always good just to give friends a heads up. That's the whole point around here. You maybe autonomous driving is the answer. Maybe that is how we can relieve some of these roads. We were talking about that with Jeff. How do we alleviate congestion? What is Optimus is Elon's? Well, we showed a video about what they can do. It can basically do anything for you is what they're trying to program it for. But will it look like a human? Well, to look like a human, that would require skin. And I think they've actually figured out the skin part. I think we figured that part out. I don't know if it's go ahead and play this. I don't know if it's just music. So basically they've figured out a way to take a resin like kind of base. If you're on the WSIC News app, you can see the video live stream of this. And then use real human skin particles on top and attached. So then that way it becomes this more gelatin-like look that can then be placed on a robot and be able to stretch, but have those human-like qualities. So we're moving closer toward robots looking like humans. That's what this research in this time is showing us. So, and they're making this robot smile. with the silicone-like gel. What do you think, Bill? Does this trip you out, or is this just natural evolution of this?
Definitely both.
Okay.
Both. Both.
Can go either way.
Yeah, this is the road we've decided to go down, and it seems everything, all the movies seem inevitable.
Okay, so it is actually happening. Is that because they were based on true stories when they wrote them?
You know, something makes you think it was somebody was in the know
Early on.
right
With the Jetsons.
with the Jetsons
Because they had robots and stuff in there.
Yeah, but I think the Jetsons actually is like kind of taking place around now.
No, it is. I think literally 2024 is the year of Jetsons.
Which makes me, I feel like I wish they did a spinoff of the Jetsons present day. And not the same characters or anything.
No. But what's the future from now?
No. I
Tom
guess it
Cruise?
would just be like, alternate. No, I got to go back to the drawing board.
Okay.
I'm still,
Crisis
I'm
on Infinite
working it
Earths
out.
kind of thing right now going on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be good, though.
I wonder how Patrick Reynolds hosts the Home Ad Show Monday through
Big Jetsons
Friday,
guy.
9 to 11, Monday through Friday, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. He is a former NASCAR guy. So the idea of letting a robot drive a car in his place, and Patrick, how does that make you feel thinking of a robot driving a car instead of you?
At all. That's terrible.
It's easy money. Patrick's passing him, turn 2?
Well, the joy of, I don't know. I find joy in driving an automobile. I like driving an automobile. That's fun to me. And the reason I was a race fan is because there's humans and people inside these cars making them go that fast. Otherwise, it's just an automated car. I just, no interest whatsoever in
Right, because it doesn't have that adrenaline factor.
Let me give you this
has to experience.
Let me give you this hypothetical.
Here comes a hypothetical.
You use robots, and we make cars that can go 1,000 miles per hour. We're okay with that speed, and they can crash as much as they want because it's robots. It's not people.
That's an expensive sport.
No. It's thumbs down. Big thumbs down. Safety has come a long way in the sport of auto racing in my lifetime. But there is part of that where it's generally, bigger picture here, where it comes to music, auto racing, or sports, you're not going to buy a ticket to anything that you can do. You're not going to buy a ticket anything you can do. People have grandstands are full of motorsports because people in the grandstands can't do that. People look down on the racetrack as you see a car going that fast. People can't do that. You watch a band and they play a guitar that well, or a band plays that well. People in the audience can't do that. You don't want anybody hurt in motorsports, but you do want people going to the edge and dangling their toes over the edge, like a tightrope walker or a guy going over the falls in a barrel. You want that adrenaline, that danger, the risk. You don't want anything to happen, but you do want to see the risk. That's part of ticket sales or any kind of entertainment. So let's just build robots to drive cars. When are the robots going to do the Olympics? Would we watch that? No, we would not, because there's no human element to it. Thumbs down to the robots replacing humans.
He said what he said. I'm with Patrick.
Look, I didn't say I wasn't with Patrick. Let me make it clear on that. I'm not saying I wasn't. I mean, my gosh.
Get behind me, fellas. I'll lead this parade. I got you.
Leading the coalition out there. That's what he does Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating. How many celebrations did you guys celebrate yesterday, Patrick?
Oh, gosh, plenty. I think we had like 9, 10, something like that. Yeah, we finally got a birthday. They actually won the birthday game. We had on a streak, almost a week straight of anniversaries winning, which is great either way. But we found it odd that it was like 80-90% birthday entries in the occasional anniversaries. And those anniversaries, man, they were scoring some wins there. And we had a birthday win yesterday's prize pack of tasty treats and eats that we give away every single day here on Home Ad.
Every day at 10:45, Patrick Reynolds spins the big wheel. You can watch it on the video live stream on the WSIC News app, all the social channels, and you can catch it on demand, really, if you wanted to. But anyway, you want to do it in real time because you want to know who's winning the celebrations, Patrick. Thanks for hanging with us. 844-STUDIO-4. Have a great show.
We'll see you at 9.
You the man, Pat. Good guy.
Strong stance.
Came by. Didn't have to, went out of his way.
Oh, he did come by.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Good guy.
Yeah, he is a good guy.
Brought me a sixer of some hams. He brought me some, dad beer.
Oh, yeah? Deep stout?
Yeah. No. Just, good stuff.
In general?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what's good stuff? Carrabba's olive oil recipe. You seen this thing? Do you know about olive oil?
I know about olive oil.
You ever been to an olive oil place like that only sells olive oil?
I have actually.
I've been to a couple of them.
Spot to
It's
get
a
gifts.
interesting concept there, right? Deep levels of olive oil.
Right. Yeah. There's a
Like
market.
truffle oil and all that kind of stuff too, right? Like that's a whole thing.
Mhm.
Well, I found the video with the actual Carrabba's. You know, somebody thinks they cracked the Carrabba's. It's a secret recipe, isn't it? Carrabba's, their olive oil with the spices and all.
I've never heard this, but
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a secret anymore. But here it is. I mean, this is if you're interested in the Carrabba's bread dipping oil, I can give you the recipe right here. This is just one friend sharing it with another. And thankfully, it's not complicated. It's just black pepper, oregano, basil, parsley, pepper flakes, sea salt, a little garlic powder, onion powder, rosemary, cloves, garlic. It's only 3 of them though. It's not that many. Extra virgin olive oil, and you just kind of mix that stuff up. And then it's really enjoyable. I think that's something that you can do with your friends. Maybe a 4th of
dip
July
the bread
dish.
in there.
Yeah, a little 4th of July dish even.
Looks good.
Is 4th of July a potluck holiday?
Is that like bring your own?
Yeah. Well, everybody share collectively, family style.
Yeah, ideally. I think at the best celebrations and in the best grill areas. Yeah.
Barbecuing, right? Like that's a classic, right? For 4th of July, I think we can say.
Yeah, I think the best times are when you feed somebody you didn't really plan on feeding. Because somebody came with somebody else and
Thanks
that's
for
just a good time.
coming!
Right. Of course we got a burger for you. Yeah.
Burger or dog?
I'm gonna go with both.
Do you go Carolina style on your dogs? Like is it ketchup, slaw, chili?
I like to have a good
mustard?
time on the dog.
No.
I like to have a good time on
Mustard, chili, slaw, onion.
It depends. So I'm not gonna ask anybody to take it out of the like silver, packaging it comes
Sure.
in and throw on all that stuff. But if they're
Self-serve station.
if they're making it like I see them place the hot dog onto the bun, then let's drizzle it up with everything.
Drizzle it down.
Drizzle it down. Yeah.
Big on the toppings. Think that that's an important part of the potluck for people.
It's not. Yes, you're gonna want to have options. Options are huge. Come on, options. Better to have and not need.
So when you guys are going to a soiree, a functional, and your request said, "Hey, bring just a dish."
Right.
What naturally are you dessert side? You the sweet like where are you at on the spectrum typically?
I like to remain versatile and do whatever the party needs.
Okay.
Right. I'm that
Fair
kind of
enough.
guy.
Okay.
But ultimately, banana pudding. I think I want people to get used to expecting Bill's banana pudding at any sort of event.
It's a strong label right there.
Yeah. I'm also coming out with a brandy line, Bill's Banana Pepper Brandy. Yeah.
Banana pepper?
Banana Pepper Brandy.
Brandy?
Yeah. It's a big alliteration thing, the bees.
Is there actual banana peppers?
I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man.
All right, well,
Yeah.
lot to dive
You got
into
a
on
great,
that.
great ideas.
I don't think we're going to be able to parse through all of that today, but we will come back to some of this, no doubt about that. Maybe you want to come back to the shows that air on WSIC across the entire week. You can do that with the WSIC News app, available on the iOS and Google Play Store. Today being Thursday, big day in the lineup. After us, again, home ad show, Patrick Reynolds, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, buying, selling, and celebrating. You do all of that with Patrick Reynolds each day. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. 11 o'clock today being Thursday, Mayor Woody Washam about town today. And
I believe they're highlighting small businesses today in the local area.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so an engaging way. And if you want to chat with any of the leaders, too, that come
All
across
you got to do
the
is
lineup,
reach out.
That's all you got to do. 844-STUDIO-4. You can do that across all the lineup. Catch it on demand and live video stream, audio stream. Noon to 3, you got Todd Starnes. If you need that national political addiction. Big night tonight. Debate tonight. President Trump, President Biden. We'll see. Don't know what it'll look like, but I'm sure he'll be talking about it, and I'm sure he'll debrief on it tomorrow even. And then 3 o'clock today, Thursday, you got Putting the Pieces Back Together. Purple Heart Homes crew up there, John Galena, Brad Borders, Bulldog Devin, going to be holding it down. And looking forward to that show today. Always a great conversation and keeping our veterans in mind. We're very grateful for our veterans across our entire community and all of our current service members now as well. And then at 4 o'clock today, Joshua Dobie, Dollars and Cents. You want an inside look at the market? Chipotle, maybe the Federal Reserve, maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Interest rate, you never know.
Dobie and I were talking Chipotle regardless, show or not.
That's probably true. Also, Panthers, maybe some thoughts on the stadiums and all that kind of stuff. You never know, right? It's a great time, a great show. Joe Berg, WSIC Sports Director, 5 to 6 p.m. The Scoreboard.
Iceberg.
Oh, all right, my kid. I love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Mamie's back tomorrow. Mooresville Dog Mayor.
Serving you better than ever before. 105.9, 100.7. WSIC, Statesville, Mooresville, North